Gunfreaknation Salute. Gunfreak music coming soon. Alright? Gunfreaknation. What I want to know is, are you prepared in the event of a savage perpetrating a home invasion on you? Now, these are just a small percentage of my Funky Town senders. Not to brag or nothing like that. But I wish a funky ass savage would try me. I would like to know from each and every one of you Gunfreak Nation members out there, first and foremost, are you proud to be a gun freak? Are you happy to be a gun freak? If you are, stand tall and stand on all 10. Stand firm and stand proud and be like, you ain't taking none of my Funky Town senders away. You ain't taking none of my guns. You feel me? But anyway, a home invasion was just, what inspired this video. One of my homeboys got hit by a home invasion. That's not the first time this has happened to somebody I know. So what I would like to do is, give a little bit of advice. Y'all, I know I'm preaching to the choir, but some of y'all are new, and I'm telling y'all right now, if you think that a home invasion cannot happen to you, you living in a dream world, because it can happen to any and everybody. You feel me? So, number one, I think securing your home with a nice alarm system, right? But most important, that's just as important as the alarm system, you definitely need them cameras. You need cameras. You need the ones that got the motion detector on them. You need the ones that got the night vision. You need the ones that got the motion sensor on them. So anytime when a person, what's the word? When they cross that line, damn, it's a word for it, y'all. When they break that boundary that you set, that, man, I don't got a motherfucking brain fart, forgive me. The perimeter is what I'm saying. As soon as they breach that perimeter, your alarm is going to go off and you're going to know that somebody is in an area that they should not be in. That's number two. Get your house fortified. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's number one. Make your house fortified. Get them windows, get extra locks on your windows. If you can't afford it, get the sensors. Like when your window crack and alarm go off by the breaking of the glass, get that type of alarm system. Bolt them motherfuckers. Bolt your door, reinforce your doors, your back door, your side door, your front door. Get the armor guard doors. But I'm going to tell y'all, even that, here in Detroit, even those measures don't stop these stinking ass savages, these funky ass savages coming up in your house. Yeah, I'm pissed because that happened to my homeboy. You feel me? And I hear a lot of people, well, I'm going to get me a dog. I'm going to get me a big old dog. I'm going to get me a dog, man. A dog, that's the best alarm system. And I'm not knocking that. But just the other day, somebody still got hit because the savages were smart enough to feed that dog some edibles. And that dog was knocked out. And the savages came in and knocked them the fuck out. So ultimately, an alarm system that's exactly what it is. It's to alert you of a threat. It's going to alarm you that something is about to go down and you get a heads up. But, years ago I talked to a person. He said, yeah, man, I'm savage ready. I'm ready. I got my house, trip wires and alarm systems all over the place. But I said, yeah, that's good. But where's your Funky Town sender? He didn't have one. I'm like, once they breach entry, it don't matter whether you got $1 million alarm or not. They in there. And once they in there and you don't have firepower to repel them, then you just shit out of luck. You know what I'm saying? I got all this right here. You don't need none of this. I mean, I ain't gonna say none of it. I'm just saying you don't need multiple Funky Town senders. And by the way, YouTube, I am conducting, here in Gun Freak Nation, we practice gun safety. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be a bad example to somebody that's new into getting into guns and they don't know all of the safety rules and how, important, firearm safety is. So, for everybody that's watching, all these weapons here are cleared, they're unloaded, and they are clear, and it's a safe and controlled environment. So you don't need all of this, you know what I'm saying? But you need something to get that savage off of you when he do make entry. You know what I'm saying? And for all you, dog people and stuff, I've heard horror stories that, a savage with an AK or AR-15, that dog not going to stand a chance against that. Especially when you're dealing with multiple savages. They dirty. They play dirty, man. They ain't going to be, oh, that's a dog. Let me want. No. They coming in there for you, and they not going to let nothing stop them. You know what I'm saying? And when you're dealing with multiple armed, heavy armed savages breaking up in your house, don't think because you do got a gun that they just gonna turn around and run when they got more superior firepower than you. That's why I recommend, getting you an AR-15, an AK-47. This particular weapon system right here is a SIG Rattler, chambered in 300 blackout. I have hollow points that, this would not penetrate walls and stuff. You know what I'm saying? These are, frangible hollow points in this 300 blackout. Okay? This is a Rattler. I like it because it's nice, compact. You can maneuver around your home. You know what I'm saying? You got the flashlight on it, so you got the flashlight. It's essential that every weapon that you are going to use for home defense, it's essential that you have a flashlight mounted to it, because these savages are clever. They'll go in your yard and pull your meter and have you in complete darkness. And they come in and have flashlights and try to blind you with their guns. You know what I'm saying? This right here, is a 10 millimeter right here. This is a Chris Vector, chambered in 10 millimeter. I also have one chambered in 45 ACP. That's how much I like the Chris Vectors, man. This right here is a Sig Sauer MPX right here. 30, it's a YouTube compliant mag, I prefer, like I say, hollow points, This one right here is the latest, greatest Funky Town Sender. This is the Streetbog Chamberlain 45 ACP. I may decide, once I get it to the range, I may decide to make this my go-to. Mono light on it, But people use shotguns, people use ARs, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with neither one of them, because any gun is better than no gun. But if you do get a shotgun, I prefer you get something like a Caltech KSG, a IWI TS12. Those are tactical shotguns that hold, 14, 15 if you got one in the head. You know what I'm saying? Get your training, be responsible, and do whatever it takes to train, get to the range, and get comfortable with that firearm. However, if you ask me, my personal opinion, 300 blackout, AR-15 pistol, AK-47 pistol. Make sure they got hollow points that's fragile. The fragmentation. What I'm trying to say, when they hit, whatever they hit, they break apart. So you don't have to worry about it going next door to your neighbors or whatnot. And if you are in an apartment, I wouldn't recommend that. Every situation, every living situation is different. I'm blessed to not have neighbors near by me on both sides, So you just got to be ready at all times, because you just never know who watching you, who lurking and doing their recon and trying to, get up in your house to do harm to you and your family. You know what I'm saying, Gun Freak Nation? I need you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. And, we growing as a nation. You know what I'm saying? And when I say nation, I'm not just talking about this country here. I'm talking about we are global, international, around the world. And I'm just saying, listen, man, don't let these, politicians and, anti-gun people shame you into not, wanting to arm yourself and, buy a gun. You know what I'm saying? They will try to shame you, call you crazy, call you a weirdo, call you whatever, every name in the book. But I promise you, Gun Freak Nation, this is a place of all inclusiveness, all right? And I guarantee you another thing, that them same people, those buffoons, those clowns, they will be the first one running to your door because they know that you are armed. They will be the first ones that will be begging and pleading for you to let them in when them savages get on their ass. And I won't open the door for their asses because they had plenty of time to wake the fuck up and get armed. Okay? Gun collection video coming soon. And when I drop that video, you're going to hear the new Gun Freak Nation music that's going to be available for y'all to buy and put in y'all videos or rap over them. You feel me? That's how much love I got for the Gun Freak Nation, man. I love y'all. I'm proud of y'all, man. Ain't nothing wrong with loving your guns, being a gun freak. Hey, man, you got people that love cars and they collect cars. You got people that love they sneakerheads. They got about 100 pairs of sneakers. Hey, we love our guns. And we got the up on them for the simple fact that when a funky savage get after you, you can't take your car. Well, you might get lucky and, be able to jump in one of them and get the hell out of there because you running, because you ain't got no gun. You might get lucky if you a sneaker freak and they break in. You might be able to, pick up one of your shoes and, toss it at him, throw it at him, and, coke that savage upside the head, slap him upside the head with your Jordan or something. You know what I'm saying? But here, in Gunfreaknation, you break up in my shit, we gonna send you on your way to Funky Town. You understand? We love our guns, we love our families, and we love our peaceful lives. We law-abiding. We ain't fucking with nobody out there. So don't fuck with us. But it happens every day. Only a bad guy or woman can only be stopped by a good guy with a gun. Or a good woman with a gun. A bad guy with a gun can only be put down by a good guy. And sometimes the police not gonna be there in time to stop it. Like I say, police are not crime fighters. They're more so crime responders. They respond to a location after the crime already have went down. How many times have you seen it where a savage was up to no good and the police just happen to be there to be like, I got you, savage. It don't work that way. So you got to take it upon yourself to arm up and be ready, to be savage ready, to put the threat down. We don't advocate no violence whatsoever, no to be vigilantes, none of that. We live in our life. We exercising our Second Amendment, and that shall not be infringed upon, or all hell will break loose. You feel me? The righteous will always prevail over the corrupt and the evil. Gunfreaknation, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Listen, stay armed, stay responsible with your firearms, stay righteous, and be ready to send that stinking ass service to Funky Town. Gunfreaknation Salute, baby! Leave in the comments, are you prepared to respond to a home invasion? Are you savage ready? Is your house home invasion proof? You dig? Love you, Gunfreaknation Salute.